Number 1. Project description.
To begin with, the project involved the replacement of Delmex and Matrix-type vehicular joints along the Circuito Exterior Mexiquense. Our main objective was to renew over 500 linear meters of joints, enhancing safety and durability for all road users. The scope consists of repair works for Delmex metallic joints and Matrix asphaltic joints covering 237.64 meters and 301.65 meters respectively. Given the high traffic volumes, it was critical to develop a comprehensive traffic management plan, which include installation of impact attenuators, compliance with road signage and safety regulations, precise coordination of material deliveries and execution to meet contractual deadlines. BSL served as a subcontractor responsible for the supply and installation of the joints, including equipment and skilled personnel. The contractual period spanned from June 27 to November 27, 2025. Our key deliverables were installing 500 linear meters of joint within the planned timeframe, overcoming initial delays due to administrative and equipment personnel approval process, adjusting to a shorter execution period from 5 months down to 4, strategically addressing mobilization, heavy traffic, and demolition challenge. The VMORE approach focused on project recovery and time management, executing the works within just 4 months through strategic resource allocation and efficient workflows, worksite optimization, selecting the most efficient demolition and energy supply equipment, prioritizing both productivity and environmental impact, financial recovery, improving the initial project margin from minus 10.32% to minus 5% through better cost control. Staff safety and ergonomics, optimizing worker conditions and reducing exposure times to ensure safety and ergonomics align with project delivery.
Number 2. Current progress.
As of October 20, 2025, we have reached 38% physical progress. Over 200 meters of Delmex joint have been installed, and we have just started working on matrix-type joints. Delmex joint. It is a metallic component featuring a central opening onto which a neoprene insert is mounted to accommodate movement between fixed points, providing adequate clearance for thermal contraction and expansion. The assembly is anchored and secured with lateral bolts supplemented by reinforcing steel and subsequently encased in concrete in accordance with design specifications. Matrix joint. It is a bituminous conglomerate that provides an hermetic seal and flexibility for expansion joints. Watertight sealing protects the bridge from water infiltration and contaminants. Flexibility allows for annual movement of up to 25 millimeters without cracking. Durability resistant to traffic loads and adverse weather conditions. Quick installation, heated and applied directly without the need for compaction or special tools. directly without the need for compaction or special tools. Our schedule covers several sections and joint types, and we adapt as we face unforeseen challenge. Although the actual start date was August 28, our global remained to finish by November 27, thanks to the reorganization of resources and work teams. At the top of the image, you can see the initial schedule, which indicates a work completion date of December 2025. At the bottom, the adjust work schedule is displayed, showing a completion date that falls within the contractual period.
Number 3. Lean implementation.
Throughout execution, we encountered several challenges. Task alignment with the client's strict timeframe, personnel and supply mobilization hindered by heavy traffic, weather-related delays, especially due to rain, limited experience among operational workers. These issues impact productivity and led to additional labor costs and delays, particularly for concrete supply and increased quantities needed. To address these problems, we took swift action. First, double the workforce, adding more operators and administrative staff. Second, deploy two independent construction teams. Third, early identification of bottlenecks and rapid corrective measures. These actions help us recover lost time and keep both Delmex and Matrix joint on track. Through the VIA method, we identify critical delays, particularly in concrete demolition. We estimate the necessary man hours and adjust staffing levels, bringing the project back on schedule. We compare pneumatic and electric demolition hammers to determine the most suitable for our needs. Pneumatic hammers, higher fuel consumption, heavy, require more frequent maintenance and generate more noise. Electric hammers, lower energy consumption, improved ergonomics, easier maintenance, and a 25.6% boost on effective man hours. Ultimately, the dual electric hammer was selected for its superior efficiency, ergonomics, and lower environmental impact. First, we perform a comprehensive comparison of the equipment options for demolition works. Pneumatic equipment, which requires an air compressor, consumes 38% more fuel, making it significantly less energy efficient. In contrast, electric equipment consumes less energy, which directly reduces both our operational cost and the overall environmental impact of the project. From a productivity standpoint, electric hammers deliver a substantial improvement. We record a 25.6% increase on effective man hours work, thanks to better operator efficiency. We also analyze the handling, maintenance, and ergonomics of each option. Pneumatic hammers are heavy, require frequent work rest cycles, and demand regular lubrication and preventive maintenance. They also pose challenge for mobility and logistics on site, especially regarding generator or battery needs for continuous operation. Operator rotation was higher because of increased noise exposure. On the other hand, electric hammers are lighter, offering much better ergonomics for our workers. They require only periodic maintenance, making upkeep simpler, while hammers' bits may wear rapidly when used on high-resistance concrete. Careful handling solves this issue. Importantly, noise exposure is much lower, making for a healthier work environment. Based on the results, we select the dual electric demolition hammers for the project. The advantages include: first, better ergonomics allowing longer and more comfortable working hours. Second, higher efficiency, which improve workflow on site. Third, lower energy consumption, reducing operational cost. Fourth, easier maintenance compared to pneumatic equipment. Most importantly, a productivity boost of over 25% in effective man-hours work. Let's review the overall project progress and impact. If we look at the progress versus our schedule, on September 10, our actual progress was 7% below the plan, 12.5%, a deviation of 5.5%. By October 20, we were at 38% progress compared to the 40% plan, reducing the deviation to 2%.
Number 4. Next steps.
The implemented corrective actions keep the project on track, despite higher labor costs, improve efficiency, ultimately reduce execution time, and help mitigate the overall project impact. In summary, we align with our main objectives, achieving execution within the 4-month timeframe. Execution times were reduced thanks to simultaneous work with 2 teams and qualified personnel. Timely corrective actions and delay tracking ensure better schedule adherence. Optimization of equipment and workflow led to greater productivity and operational efficiency. Risks were minimized through ongoing staff training, ensuring safe and effective delivery. Financially, we improved our project margin, moving from an initial margin of minus 10.32% to minus 6.81% after corrective actions, with an ultimate target margin of 5%. Finally, some key lessons we will carry forward. When working with the same client in future projects, we will carefully consider workers' costs during the approval and site access authorization stage. We will also take in account learning curves and training needs when planning for equipment and activities that are not routine for our teams. Please note, the project is still ongoing and we continue to record lessons learned as it's progress. Thank you very much for your attention. If you have any questions, I will be happy to answer them.